So when you're in the drawing environment, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier. I'm going to go to Customize. These are generally the toolbars that it's good to have up: the annotation, drawing, layer, line format, sketch, view heads up. Those are pretty much the ones that you need. So we want to put in a bill of materials now, and it says to select a drawing. So we'll take that. We'll take all the defaults and put this up in here. Now, so we have the bill of materials up there. There's some columns that we're going to want to add. Like usually you want to have a materials column, cost column, weight column, and then you want to be able to have your totals as well. So you'll notice that I named all the parts with all caps. Most of the time in the bill of materials you want to have everything be in capitals. But the ground plane I didn't. Now sometimes if you go into like Windows Explorer and change the name of a part, it can have negative impact on the assembly. And I've had times when I've changed it correctly, but for some reason it still doesn't show up correctly in the bill of materials. So one easy way to fix that is under the name of the part number, you can say use title summary. So if you click that, it will use the title summary if there is one for that part. If there isn't one, it just uses the file name. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just right click on that, say open. So there's the part, and if we go over to File and Properties, under Summary, we can put in the actual, so if we want that to be, what do we call that? If I can spell, ground plane. Okay, and I'll go ahead and save that. And so now if we go back to the assembly and I click on this and say use title summary, you can see now it's, whatever I typed into that title summary is what's going to show up there. So we'll go ahead and delete this. It's basically when in doubt, right click, right? So we have item number. That will be important when we put the balloons in. The part number, which is really the part name, and then the quantity. So if we want to add some other properties, so if I go to Insert, Column Right, Custom Properties, or and fly this out, we need to add either a weight or cost. Now I've already done that for a couple of these parts, but you probably won't see anything for cost if you haven't assigned a cost to your part. So I'm going to go ahead and select cost, and actually I'm going to make that unit cost. Okay, just move that up a little bit. So you can see I've already put in a price for that part, but not for the others. So what we're going to need to do then is to open the part and actually assign it a cost. So for instance, the 3-joint link there, we'll open that up, and we need to go to Properties and type in a property. And then that we just have to assign a value. So maybe I'll just say $20. Okay, and then in terms of, we might say we might want to have another property, weight. And that one, we're going to select mass, even though we know that it's not really, the weight and mass are not really the same thing. And I'm going to have to pick up with the next video from here.